Oh, no, I'm so sorry, everybody.
Oh, that stinks.
I had some kibasi.
Oh, fuck. Now we're in a hot room and it stinks. Oh, and all I see is mushrooms. Which way?
Yeah.
Which fucking way?
I think we did go down before. I think we should go down.
Okay.
No, not that way, you fucking moron.
What the...
Ugh.
Well, now I've got a lot of ground to cover.
Okay.
I don't... Do we have to go all the way back there?
No, probably not. I
Let's
think we already
just go.
did. Yeah, alright, let's go. Did we already be in this one? Yes.
This place is confused. What's that?
It's a treasure chest.
I want it.
Can you get it?
I hope so. Do I have to turn into Will again or something?
Maybe.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this dungeon. It has a wacky charm, but besides that, I hate it. It's terrible. It's not good. I don't know that for sure,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem very good.
You know,
Confusing.
Why don't we just sally forth further on into the dungeon, and we can worry about whatever else happens when it happens.
Yes. Fuck treasure chests. But which way is forward?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Is
Probably not that way. Oh, yep.
No, it's this way.
You found forward. Good job. Good job.
But I also have... Okay, no. Never mind. I'm just gonna destroy all the spooky skulls and the spooky spiders. I'm not gonna even stand a chance.
I'm really glad that we got to yeah, no. So we got, like, we're in, like, purgatorial heat conditions. It's almost August. It's New York City. It's the dead of summer. There's no air conditioning in here, and even if there was, we'd have to turn it off because the recording quality that you demand is so high.
But at least there would be some lingering cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, we refuse to shut the windows, which means that you can hear somebody, what sounds like just...
Unloading it.
Yeah, just like
their
manually tugging like a load of scrap iron down the street, 1 foot at a time. But
this is our lives. Welcome.
Yeah, no, I mean the ambiance that we've got going on in our household is it's actually been pretty stellar lately. I have to say, I've been feeling appropriately, you know, urban and grown up.
Domestic. We've
been having meals as a household.
Yeah, it's
very exciting.
Today we had kibashi, and I can still smell it in the air.
I'm so sorry about what my guts do. I'm an old man.
Okay, I guess I can.
And it's been true ever since I was not an old man. But anyway, yeah. But I've been outed as a gross person now.
Why are we in this dungeon again?
It's the one, that guy marked it for us on his map, the philosopher.
He just kind of thought it would be an okay idea.
He just thought it would be a good idea for us to go.
I guess there's probably going to be a mystic statue here, huh?
Nope, there isn't. We're here to get a teapot.
Oh, right. Is it at least a magical teapot?
Yes.
Okay, well, I can accept that.
We're not actually going to be making tea with it, although on some level that would be better.
This is definitely like... It's a fucking teapot, right? Like, that's totally some Alice in Wonderland shit. They're totally like, let's get all our fantasy references
in
a row.
I believe that you
and by all of our fantasy references, I mean Alice in Wonderland exclusively. That seems to be the only direct reference made in this game. Unless you count the Crux being a Chocobo reference.
Maybe.
So that's a new platform.
Maybe.
I'll have to head there in a second.
Am I...
Oops.
Which Final Fantasy did the Chocobos first appear in?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first one.
No, it's not.
Well, then I don't know.
Okay. I guess I don't know why I was asking you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know whether it was 4, 5, or 6. I think it's probably 4.
That makes sense.
Now you're doubling back now, bro.
Yeah, that's because this was a new pathway that
you need it. It's the pathway back to the start of the dungeon. You got to go get the treasure chest that you went all this way for. No, right, dude.
Right, but it's over there.
Right, up, left.
Uh-huh.
Down.
This is the treasure chest I went all this way
and
for?
And up, yes.
But it's not the other chest we saw earlier.
No.
It's the mushroom drops.
It is definitely that.
I was looking everywhere for these.
Yep. Did we ever... We've never read the will.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
He opened the will. To the opponent. Even if I perish, don't mourn for me. Even if rushing glass doesn't cost me my life. I'm glad we're not quite done with this situation. 6 months ago, when I found out I was dying,
he's a cancer patient, so it's okay. So that's why everybody was okay. But he murdered a whole bunch of people doing that, presumably.
That is just really fortunate.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think we could definitely have gotten the whole game with that.
Grows plants from ends of stalks.
Yep.
So is this an end of a stalk?
No.
Great. Well, I wasted some of the mushroom drops. Shit!
Yeah, but not enough for the mushroom drops. The game is too smart to let you fuck up like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
These?
Yeah. No, keep going. That's the way out. You can tell because it has purple flowers. Now I want you to see those. See those. See that? Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Let's go.
So Josh and I have been discussing the future of this project, and we're about ready to start thinking about maybe running some other games concurrently with this one.
Yeah.
And
I'm thinking Isaac plays Ocarina of Time for the first time, or maybe Wind Waker.
Yeah. I'm excited to... Not really excited about this, but, you know... I will pretend to be excited until I start playing, and then I will, you know, be appropriately critical. I hear...
I'm sure that game will win you over, at least a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't it? It's a Nintendo classic. A Nintendo classic.
And what was the other thing?
But the real question, as far as I'm concerned, is like, what do I make Josh play next after we're done with this? Because we are more than halfway through this game. Not really near the end, unfortunately. But, you know.
What could possibly replicate the magic of Illusion of Gaia?
Well, see, that's the question, right? You know, if I wanted to do another Wackadoodle Square Enix game, we would do,
ActRaiser. Let's do ActRaiser. Isn't that even...
ActRaiser is totally made by the same people, yeah.
That game seems kind of bonkers. It even seems bonkers mechanically. Like, don't you play as a little cherub guy?
You're an angel.
Right.
But you are, and you are working for...
God? Are you working for God?
Basically, yes. The master.
That sounds bonkers.
Yeah, and it sort of like goes back and forth between being a platformer and being like SimCity, except you're God.
Oh. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. But it's also like really hard.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you would enjoy the platforming aspect of it quite so much, but maybe some of the charm of it was going to be in that. The thing is, like, there's a sort of like thing where if Josh is going to be making me play good games, or at least games that are theoretically good, then maybe I should keep making him play games that are terrible but fun in their terribleness.
That's no fair. You get to play good games.
Well, I promise not to enjoy it.
Well, if you, dear viewer, the one viewer that we have,
yeah. By the way,
glad to have you.
We're glad to have you. Thank you for leaving all those comments on the channel. I think that I think you are the only person who reliably watches these.
Yes. If you have a strong opinion about whether we should focus on bad games or mix it up, then let us
give
know.
us a ring ding ding.
If you don't have a strong opinion, then I'll probably try to convince Isaac to let me play something fun.
You're saying this isn't fun?
It's fine, but...
It's fine. It's fine.
You know, okay, so I make a lot of jokes, make a lot of complaints
press start.
about what a bad game this is, right? But the fact is, this is a mediocre game. This game is simply mediocre. It's not bad.
Oh, wow.
That's
not what I was expecting.
It has some fun stuff. It has some sights and sounds. It has some amusing story beats. It has, this sounds weird, but I think my favorite thing in this game so far was the fisherman in the tutorial city who we had to keep...
that bonkers thing.
Yeah, that we had to keep like coming in and out of the thing to make him appear in the right place so we could get the jewel. Just because that's the kind of thing where you're like, you can imagine how that's the kind of thing it would have been really exciting to discover and to pass on to your friends.
Your chums.
Yeah, right? And I like that kind of a feature. I don't know. Probably they just said how to do that in Nintendo Power, and everybody kind of knew.
I don't think so. I think that was the sort of thing that you had to find out by looking at by buying the guide.
The guide,
the guide or whatever.
I like stuff like that. I don't know.
Alright, so it sounds like what you want is more like Nintendo-y games. We need to go back even further and make Josh play...
Alright, we're definitely talking about Super Metroid.
Josh also... I mean, here's the thing. This actually came up in a piece that Josh was writing for an application. Josh doesn't know the difference between Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Well, to an extent.
Which makes him, I think, an ill-equipped video game historian.
It's not really true that I don't know the difference. It's more that Bibli's Quest confuses me slightly because it's full of stuff which a Nintendo Entertainment System just patently could not do.
That's part of the joke, I think.
Of course. But, you know, when I...
That was where you put your mushroom drops, by the way.
But I already did it earlier.
No.
I put down some mushroom drops in order to get where I am now.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so that's where I'm going to have to come back to.
Okay, my mistake. I guess I haven't been paying attention. I've been thinking too much about whether this is a bad game or not, and how it's kind of disappointing that Josh thinks that it's not a bad game after all we've been through together.
I don't think it's a good game.
It doesn't even have the distinction of being bad.
I wouldn't have regretted buying this back in the day.
There you go. There we go. Yeah. It's hours of entertainment. I mean, you got to give it that.
Yeah, and I don't regret having played it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it did anything particularly interesting at any point.
Well, not as a game, but
so
in terms of its plot, Josh.
Yeah, sure. I mean my character is like ambiguously a dick, but you know, like
I just meant how wackadoodle it is, not necessarily anything based on the sort of feeble attempts to justify it that I've already done.
There's plenty of games where I guess this game is kind of ahead of its time in making your character ambiguously a dick. Like, that's what we're all about nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, we like him.
This is like the JRPG version of Spec Ops: The Line.
No, it's not. Terranigma is actually a much better example of that specific thing. But yeah, I might make you play Terranigma.
At some point, sure, yeah.
Because Terranigma, I would say, is actually a good game.
My personal opinion is that we can do these kinds of bad game things sometimes, but let's not do them all the time.
Right. See, basically, Josh wants to play Super Metroid, and he doesn't want me to keep torturing him.
I kind of want to play Super Metroid. I'm sure there are other just as good or better ideas, but none that I can think of right now.
Well, you know, I'd be down. It'll be an interesting experience as far as the Let's Playing goes, because it's a game that can be famously beaten in, 2 hours, or in, a whole lot of hours if the player doesn't know what he's doing.
Not well, kind of an unusual way to be, but not unheard of. I kind of like it.
3 hours,
like
I should say.
Yeah. People make fun of Gone Home for that, which is
it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not even the same thing they're making. It's Super Metroid is one of the original speedrunning games, and the people who are making fun of Gone Home are speedrunners at heart, I think.
I see.
I think the people who are making fun of Gone Home are frustrated speedrunners. They're like people who, and here's a little digression for those of you who've played Gone Home. I'm convinced that the positioning of the end door of the game, which is in the first room of the place that you see, is absolutely on purpose and is in fact intended as a fuck you to those kinds of people, which is why they get so upset about it.
Right. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a fuck you to be on purpose. I mean, it's kind of just a funny surprise when you find it one way or the other.
It is, but you gotta. Given like the rest of the interesting metagame stuff that's going on there, you've got to think that they were.
I found the mushroom drops.
Hey, yeah, it looks like you found the mushroom drops.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that it's intended to frustrate the gameplay first kind of person.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I saw when I first saw a speedrun of Gone Home, he was talking about how.
Wait a minute, you saw a speedrun of Gone Home?
Yeah, like a genuine one, and of course it's pretty darn short. But like he's still like talking about how like this is the best way I've discovered to walk up the stairs to the attic because it minimizes your.
No, that's really disappointing.
Yeah, well,
that's genuinely disappointing. That on some level it's impossible to make a game that these people won't.
Oh, and I remember the other trick was that he moved his mouse while the screen was black and it's doing the voiceover because you can actually still look around during that, so you can be aiming the right way before the screen fades in.
Is there nothing that male nerds can't ruin? Can I just ask that question?
Is this really ruining anything for anyone?
That's the question, right? It's like, on some level, of course not. They're just having a little bit of fun. On another level, there comes a point where, it's just hard for me to conceive of this not being an argument about game mechanics. And
God damn it,
you're going in circles.
I think I know where to go next time.
Good.
Keep making your point. We'll just talk over this.
It's all right. I think that I think that like there's no harm in people, you know, having their fun little hobbies, and I think speedrunning as a culture is like charming and cute. But on the other hand, like, I feel like, you know, Gone Home is such a game about like how exploitable mechanics are so outside the point. You know, unless it's something that they're working on purpose.
Right.
That it just feels like a sort of, you know, no, you tried to make something good, fuck you, kind of a response to it. But maybe that's because the discussion that already what? No, I think that's right.
No, the branch was in this area, wasn't it?
No, I think it was in the last one.
I don't think...
I think I'm right. It's right there.
You're right. You're right.
Yep. But maybe, as I said, it's because the discourse around the game already is kind of poisonous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of it. There's a lot of people who totally get what the game's trying to do. And I don't think that speedrunning the game, like, just for the sake of saying, I wonder what's the very fastest I can beat Gone Home.
I mean,
I don't think that's necessarily someone who's trying to prove a point about Gone Home being shit.
No, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, this kind of, like, it is there's definitely something just sort of cute about that on its own merits. Which I can't deny.
If you don't like Gone Home, you're a dick. If you don't like Gone Home for some certain reasons, you're a dick.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, it's not the greatest work of art in the entire universe, is it?
But it's good. It's a good work of art.
It is a good work of art.
I want to play, I kind of want to play the... Did you know that the Gone Home developers, the only other thing they've ever done as a unit is the Minerva's Den DLC for Bioshock 2?
No.
Some say it's the best Bioshock content there is.
I would not be surprised by that, given the relative quality of Gone Home and the rest of Bioshock.
Yes. I don't know anything about it, besides that it takes place in Rapture and it's a Bioshock game.
Why shouldn't we play that?
Maybe we should. Let's do a 3-episode Let's Play of it.
Yeah. I don't see any reason not to do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, it's on the list.
Hooray! Awesome.
Okay, I'm still in this dungeon.
Yeah, no. This is I was kind of dreading this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like I'm moving at a pretty decent clip for the most part, except when I got lost there, but...
Oh, wait, I think...
Is this the end? This kind of feels... This has a finality to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope someone whisks me away from here, rather than me having to navigate through the entire thing.
Oh, there's still we missed a treasure chest back there.
I don't give a shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have plenty of opportunities to rue that at our leisure.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not fucking with you.
There aren't any bad guys here. All I have left is a maze.
That's correct.
Okay, 50-50 shot that we're just skipping this maze.
I think that's probably much better than that. We're definitely skipping this maze, aren't we?
Okay.
Oh, this is making my nose feel funny.
He found the chest. It had a red jewel in it. We didn't need it.
Don't even include that.
I think I will. Look at this shit. This is boring.
Bullshit.
This is boring and stupid.
Okay, guess what?
You know, this game...
We're back.
This game...
Say, look at that edit point I just made.
Yeah, great. So this game may just be mediocre, but it definitely has some really bad parts. Some really bad parts.
I don't know, man. This is like almost a full half... I mean, clearly much of that didn't count, but it's almost a full half-hour episode. I feel like we could just skip this whole episode and never upload it, and nobody would miss anything.
But we talked about some stuff.
We talked about Gone Home.
Well, if you didn't enjoy this episode, then you agree with us that this is a What are we doing now? Who are we talking to? It's Neil, right? We're gonna talk to Neil's folks. We brought the teapot, you fucks! Come get some tea!
See, this is what the real pro Let's Players do. They get really upset for no reason.
I am upset. This is stupid.
This is the
Do you
wrong
want
room.
this teapot?
No, she wants the apple.
I don't have an... What are you talking... Oh, yeah, you don't like Kara. Where?
Other where?
This way?
What the fuck is happening out our window?
There's like a plane. There's a bombing run coming in.
No, not this one.
The other
I
one?
said the upstairs. That's not the upstairs. You can tell because it has the stairs in it.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Honk honk.
Oh, let's just wait for that to pass. Next time, it's just gonna be real loud. The emergency's over. Let's deliver this stupid teapot. Also, if you heard Isaac clap, it's because that's how we know where the edits are.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Josh was already talking. Right?
Yeah, Neil.
Okay.
Take my teapot. I can't even talk to this guy.
Use the teapot on her.
God damn it. Okay, so this isn't the place.
Use the teapot on her.
You are not serious.
Use the teapot on her.
Teapot, jar filled with tears.
No, yep.
Where'd she go? They're dead. They're ghosts. Neil, I've got bad news. I killed your parents. Skeleton. Oh, Jesus. Neil, how are you feeling right now? Oh. I finally realized how fucked up my parents were. Kara.
See this game. The next morning, disappointment awaits.
That's foreshadowing. Hey Neil, how you doing?
Sorry about yesterday.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Good. Good. No bad. Do good.
Yeah, yep, he's good. He's
You're
fine.
going to book.
Alright.
Kara, someone's come asking about you. Something about being an old friend.
What?
Hey! Are you telling me the pig said things?
He's come all this way looking for you. Lily found him in Watermia and sent him by Rolex delivery service. Didn't we cross an ocean at some point?
I don't know. I just don't know. Hamlet. It doesn't even say Hamlet. Like, it just says oink oink.
Just oink, 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 oink.
Feels kinda... Well... Okay.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I didn't even talk to you the other day. Whatever.
Hey, we're done. We're done with this part. We're done.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye,
Goodbye,
goodbye,
everybody.
goodbye,
Oh,
goodbye,
no.
goodbye.